Tume huru ya uchaguzi na mipaka nchini Iebc iliandaa teknolojia ya uchaguzi katika kuwatambua wapiga kura kwa kutumia vifaa vya KIMS na kisha katika upeperushaji wa matokeo ya Urais hadi vituo vya jumulishaji katika maeneo bunge na kituo cha kitaifa katika ukumbi wa Bomas. Rais Mteule William Ruto na Naibu Rais Mteule Rigathi Gachagua kupitia mawakili wao wamepuuzilia mbali malalamishi yaliyowasilishwa mahakamani kwa mfumo wa upeperushaji wa matokeo ya Urais ulidukuliwa ndani ya Iebc na raia wa kigeni.
Is who do you believe amongst all these people with stories and counter stories? Is it the man whose name combines the names of two saints, John and Mark, and the third name, Githongo, who was head of ethics in this country, but has the audacity to produce before you forged logs? And when he is called out, instead of profusely apologizing, he says you yet another affidavit full of ifs and buts.
Kulingana na wakili Mudhomi Thiankulu na Katwa Kigen, rufaa iliyowasilishwa mbele ya koti na walalamishi haina udhibitisho tosha, huku wakitilia doa hati kiapo za John Githongo aliyeiambia mahakama kuwa kuna ushahidi kuwa baadhi ya fomu zilikarabatiwa kabla ya kutolewa kwa umma.
But more interestingly, my lords, we took time to look at the logs, and what struck us was that one of the logs which had been manipulated, one of the logs escaped their attention, and it has a date 2017. I know my learned friend Mahat already explained how in the 2017 polling stations were used as part of those, possibly the matrix of the logs. On our part, we noticed the date 2017 and it piqued our interest. When we checked, my lord, we realized that indeed the particulars of those logs or substantial parts of those logs were parts of logs that had been posted by his friend Professor Mutua in 2017, and they had just been lifted and purported to be the logs that had been used in 2022. In response, and without being technical, we put in an affidavit saying these logs were the one tweeted in 2017, these logs were the one used in the petition in 2017. And what then Mark Githongo did was to make a fast retreat and so an affidavit saying, I am retracting what I said, I am retracting the allegations that those were the logs that were used. Now, unlike the first affidavit where he had said he had been given those logs by somebody else, he now comes and disowns those logs personally. He does not say, I have gone back to the shadowy person that I had used, and he has told me that I am mistaken. He now takes responsibility for it and says they are wrong. But he not only says that and just leaves it there, he says, by the way, please understand me, they were meant for demo. He says that I had indicated them and they were meant for demo. And you look at that, you'll see that in his affidavit of the 28th August 2022.
Wakili Kithure Kindiki ameiambia mahakama kuwa matokeo ya mabunge 27 ambayo walalamishi wanadai kuwa hayakutangazwa yalisahisishwa, kujumulishwa na takuwekwa wazi kama mabunge mengine.
Yes, the Iebc carried out verification, tallying, declaration of results in compliance with 138(3)(c and 138(10). These are the reasons. Number one, the verification and tallying happened and was done by the chairperson, commissioners of Iebc and the staff at the National Tallying Center in the presence of the candidates of the agents of the presidential candidates. And this is in the affidavit of William Ruto.
Hata hivyo, Kindiki amesema kuwa vurugu iliyotokea katika ukumbi wa Bomas kabla ya mwenyekiti wa Iebc Wafula Chebukati kutangaza matokeo ya Urais ni kinyume na maadili ya sheria.
We respectively submit that the aforesaid activities at the National Tallying Center on 15th of August 2022 regrettably perpetuated by emissaries, agents, supporters, and sympathizers of the first petitioner, who is now before this court seeking redress. Those events and those activities amount to nothing short of a flagrant attempt to overthrow the constitution of our country, to subvert the sovereign will of the people of Kenya, contrary to Article 1 of the Constitution.
Kulingana na wakili Fred Ngatia, walalamishi wamekuwa wakidai kuwa hawatoshiriki uchaguzi mwingine iwapo utasimamiwa na mwenyekiti wa IEBC Wafula Chebukati, hali ambayo Ngatia anatilia shaka kizingatiwa kuwa hawajakubali matokeo ya urais.
In doing so, Madam Chief Justice, you'll be sending yet another signal to the political class. And here I am not finger-pointing anybody. As I said in 2013, what I say for this client is what I'll say for the next client who is in that class. That illusion ought to be replaced by reality. Reality is that it is voters who make their choice. And once voters have made their choice, let us inculcate a culture that my brothers and sisters on this side are now used to.
Ngatia akiambia mahakama kuwa ni historia nchini baada ya walalamishi 8 kuwasilisha rufaa yao wakipinga matokeo ya urais, hatua ambayo Ngatia anasema kuwa inalenga kukandamiza uhuru na utendakazi wa tume huru ya uchaguzi na mipaka nchini IEBC.
As you consider the rival position, I will request you to consider the following. In the event you nullify the election, you will effectively be rejecting the substantive truth that the majority of voters in this country express their free choice.